So we are almost at the finish line with this U-shaped container office I've done a few videos on. It's basically like a 30-foot by 12-foot kind of specialized container, and then two 20-foots that we bolted on, and then we cut new holes and patched in corrugation. I'll show you all that. But we're going to ship this out next week. They've got a crane on site. This back 30-foot container is like 25,000 pounds. It's a blast-proof container from the refinery. And basically, we've given them more office space and then a break room for the employees and then uh, hot water and all kinds of other stuff. And we updated the HVAC from old window units and PTACs to mini splits. So this is going to be a lot more efficient and actually work a lot better. So let's flip around and take a look. And as always, if you got comments or questions, let me know. So let's go. All right, something really cool that I didn't even know about till this week when I saw the guys weld them on is we used D-rings and welded those up there, and they've actually got a canopy they're going to stretch across here, and I thought that was a really good idea, and it got me to thinking, we'll just get some canopies off Amazon, weld these D-rings on, and you've got an instant covered area that's either shaded or protected from the weather. Let me give you a little bit better look. And those D-rings just come from the inside of the container. When we're cutting walls out, we're always cutting D-rings out. So we've got a ton of D-rings around here. So they're basically free and they work great for a lot of stuff. So here we've got a 36 by 80 walk door. So this whole area is going to be shaded in here. And we're still doing some paint. But luckily the customer is good with keeping this ivory. So we didn't have to repaint the entire side of all these 20 footers that we bolted on. And so we're repainting that red container ivory. All right, so as we come in, ignore the trash. This is OSB painted, good industrial finish. We like doing conduit in industrial applications. You can always add or subtract power. We got the exit sign here, so everything's by code because this goes to a refinery. So this is going to have a keyed entry because employees come in here, get mail checks, mailman, and so on. So this is a keyed entry to get in. And this is all stuff we built. We put this wall here, the window, the table, the door. And what takes so much time on projects like these is like you can frame walls, throw walls up, spray foam, but it's all the little stuff. Like, hey, we got to put hardware on that door. We got to touch the paint up. We got to put a threshold. We got to put the seal in there. We got to trim this out. It just, the little stuff takes so much time. So I think this whole week was just little stuff. So we've got this sort of area here, and we put all this coin flooring in. It's sort of a airport slash, you see it a lot in city buses as well, but really durable and looks really good. We usually don't put floor in new containers, but the main office part needed flooring and they wanted it all to match, so I totally understand all of that. So we replaced the window unit with the mini split here. That's going to give them like double the BTU output at half the power. Ran all new electrical. You can see where these bolt up. I'll give you a look there. See one of the nuts there and there. And so this is all going to be trimmed out and covered up. And then we're going to trim this floor back to where these made up, and you basically got zero gap. And this will all get painted here and we get seals in between. So this is the main area here. There's no mini split in here. So this mini split is going to cool basically this area and some of this area, and we've got another mini split in that 20 foot over there. So we're installing cabinets right now. We've got our floor done. When you cut this coin floor, the edge of it wants to come up. So we are going to glue at our seams and then hold all of this down. It doesn't take a lot of weight, but just a little bit of weight. And here's that coin floor, kind of what it looks like. It's got like a felt back and it has a special glue. So there's cabinets we're putting in, did the countertops, glued all that down, shimmed it. We had to shim the countertop up because this has a lip and it was hitting the doors. I like their choice of colors there though. There's some more cabinets, there's that cabinet. And then this has a point of service water heater. See if I can get a look at it here. So it's a little 120 volt water heater, and that's good enough for a sink, and that's electric. And you can see the PEX going out there, toilet's operational, plumbing goes out the floor, water supply comes in here. And dang it, it's not here, but we did a little 12 volt exhaust fan, and we 3D printed a shroud for it to bolt to and go here. So they've got their exhaust fan set up. This is the transformer to go from 120 to 12 volts. That little, it's basically a little computer fan, and that'll be their exhaust fan, and that'll kick on when you hit the switch. So we're gonna wrap up the flooring, cabinets. Here's the new breaker box. Here's where the PTAC used to be, which is like your 42-inch standard hotel. It's like an old style mini splits all in one. So we got rid of that, plugged the hole. We've got a little bit of touch-up paint to do. So here's the updated electrical panel. Tore all the lights, all the electrical, everything came out of here and put all new electrical in. So this container is a little bit dark, but this is the office executive area. And so this one has shiplap and a darker paint. See our lights there? And then this one has its own mini split there. And I really like these black Della mini splits. I think they're the only company on Amazon selling black mini splits, but I just really like the black color virtually with everything, but it looks really good with this shiplap, this darker colored shiplap. So we're going to finish gluing the floor down, get that all taken care of, and then get these delivered in 3 pieces. So you can see a pretty good mate up here. This is kind of what you're going to be left with on this side. I think we're still going to trim this out after we install it. And you can see your bolt goes through right there. And don't worry about how this is lining up at the moment. My concrete is not perfectly flat, so these will get shimmed out to perfectly level when we deliver them. Our bolt holes are on the money level. So I think that's it for now. Like I said, we should wrap this up next week, and then I'll get out on site and do a video of this all done. And you know, I wasn't too keen on reusing this old container initially, but everything turned out pretty good. It would have been more cost effective and faster to use a brand new 40 instead of this 12 by 30 unit. But you know, the company wanted to reuse stuff they had, and they didn't really think they could sell it, so we reused it, and I think everything turned out pretty good. So let me know if you got questions or comments. This has been quite the project, but we're almost at the finish line.